Hello and welcome to On the Move with Lady Kate, brought to you by Afro USA TV, celebrating and honoring great women 2018. I'm so honored in the studio with me to have a professor of global health. She is a professor right here in the United States, and she is also from Tanzania and Uganda. With me today, I want to welcome Tausi Suedi. How you doing?
I am blessed. Thank you so much.
You
for
are
having
a
me.
sister indeed. You are a great woman. We
you.
honor you. We celebrate you. And I'm so glad to share you and celebrate you with my audience today.
Thank you.
I know you speak Swahili and Luganda.
Yes.
So let us practice a little bit. You have dual citizenship, Tanzania, Uganda, probably American too. Wow, you are a global citizen. Can we say hello to the audience in Swahili?
Habari yenu jamani.
Habari yenu jamani.
Jamani.
Jamani. And what does jambo mean? Is that Swahili too?
It is, but
Yeah.
it's very informal. Hello, hi,
Okay.
jambo.
Jambo is
Yes.
very casual.
Yes.
It's, jambo, hi. But I want the formal part. How do you say that again?
Well, habari yenu means how is everybody doing?
Wow.
But if you're greeting an elder,
Yes.
you would say shikamo, and they
I
respond
love that.
marahaba.
Oh, shikamo.
And
That's my kind of
right,
Swahili.
so you would
shikamo.
absolutely. So the young children would tell
Yeah,
you shikamo,
shikamo.
and you would tell shikamo to somebody who's older than you.
Wonderful.
Shikamo,
So
yes.
all y'all young kids watching, just say, when you see me, say shikamo.
Lady Kate, shikamo, Lady Kate.
I love that. Now let's have a go at Luanda.
Luganda?
Luganda, yes. Luganda is spoken in Uganda. Yes. So yeah.
So just to say hello,
Yeah.
Oliotia.
Olio-
Oliotia means how are you?
Oliotia.
Yes.
Oliotia.
Means how are you?
Oliotia, everybody.
Yes, pretty much. And if you're greeting a
Yes.
man, if you're greeting a woman, the
It's
greeting
different.
is different.
Oh, wow.
And of course, going back to our, culture of,
Yeah.
greeting older people.
That's
it's
right.
a different way.
Respect,
Yes,
respect,
absolutely.
always. That's
Yes.
Africa.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
So how do you greet an older person?
Sibiotano, depending if it's a man
Yeah.
or a woman, Sibiotano sevo, Sibiotano nyavo.
Okay, Sibiotano Sibo, Sibiotano
Nyavo, yes.
See, I'm getting better. Now I know two languages. I know Swahili and I know Luganda. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much
And
for
I
having
just, I really admire what you do. You are impacting the world. You are impacting women and children. Can you tell us a little bit about your foundation?
Sure.
Yes.
So it's actually a nonprofit, not a foundation.
Non-profit organization.
Absolutely.
That's
So
right.
it is called Childbirth Survival International.
Right.
It focuses on reaching the unreached with health services and information,
Okay.
specifically targeting a certain group of the population in many of the developing countries and in other parts of the world where services are not reaching the people they're supposed to be reaching.
Right.
And we're talking about pregnant women, we're talking about newborns, of course, and we're talking about children under 5 years old and
Yes.
adolescents and youth.
Right.
Often do not receive the health services that they need or the information that would empower them to
Yeah.
seek the health services that they need. And the work that we're doing essentially has impacted lives.
Yeah.
It has changed and transformed communities, and it's slowly taking place. It's not something that happens overnight.
Yeah.
We also do work in Baltimore.
Right.
Considering that
Oh,
childbirth
right here in the U.S.,
in the
in
US,
Baltimore,
yes.
in the hood.
Yeah.
That's very special. That's
Yes.
special. The reason I insist on that is because sometimes we think we can only impact our countries where
Right.
we came from. But right here in the U.S., we can also do a lot
Absolutely.
and make a difference.
Right.
That's true. So I love that. Yeah.
And the uniqueness of the of the organization CSI, as I may call it, is because the issues it's addressing, these are global issues.
Yeah.
These are issues that affect any family, any community, any society.
Right.
So when you're talking about adolescents going to school, when you're talking about teenage pregnancies,
Yeah.
that's a global problem.
It is,
And
it is.
so that places CSI in a very different ways to be able to impact, lives
Right.
and be able to empower. If we're talking about teenage pregnancies,
Yeah.
empower adults and girls to go to school and stay in school.
Right.
Understanding that in Baltimore, the issues that drive teenage pregnancy might be different than the issues that are
Africa,
driving.
right?
Exactly, exactly. So understanding how to retailer and repurpose some of these programs so that they're really making an impact.
That's right. And what does CSI stand for? I know that's your organization, but what does it stand for? I mean, we see it all the time, CSI, CSI. What is CSI?
CSI is Childbirth Survival International.
Okay.
And it's right now in Baltimore, but we also work in Tanzania, in Uganda, Nigeria. We're going to Somalia. That's a new country for 2018.
The continent.
Yes, Somalia is a new country for 2018.
Wow,
CSI 2018, and also Ghana is a. I don't want to say it's a new country because we've been having the talk since 2017, end of 2017. So essentially, we can say it's also a new country for CSI in 2018.
Well, that's wonderful. So tell us about some of the work you do in Africa and how is that different from what you do right here in Baltimore? What are the different challenges? Like you said, the issues affecting young people in here in America is different from what happens in Africa. So how are your programs tailored to deal with these challenges?
Okay, so without kind of sharing a whole lot about all the programs because there are many programs, and not wanting to overwhelm the audience and take so much time. But the programs essentially are maternal and newborn health. Okay. So in Africa, where we are working right now, we are helping mothers survive by using a very basic kit that only costs $7. We're giving the mothers the kit, and that contains all the basic medical supplies. It contains the gloves, it contains the umbilical clamps, placenta bag, gauzes, everything that a midwife needs to be able to deliver a pregnant woman in a very safe and hygienic way. And so we're able to do that and empower the women go to live in a health facility. So that would not necessarily be applicable here. We would not need to be given...
Because we have everything here.
Absolutely.
We have all of that.
Absolutely. We wouldn't need to be giving mothers childbirth kits to go to live in a health facility, unlike, in places like Tanzania and Uganda, where it's a major, it's a barrier for women to access, skilled health services in a health facility. So that is just one example.
Wow, that's amazing.
Of the work that we're doing and how different it is. Even though maternal health, of course, is an issue here in the U.S. as well.
It is.
And the role that CSI is playing in collaboration with other nonprofits that are in the space is to advocate, to increase awareness on the issues that especially women of color, women of low income status, even white women, rural women who are dying during childbirth or right after childbirth due to reasons that are preventable.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm really interested in the, so in Africa you have kits that you give to women.
We purchase them from here.
And you give it to them. And I don't know if you've experienced the fact that some women, like hospitals may be so far away and they actually have babies at home.
Yes.
So do you find that they use this at home, or do you encourage them to go to a health facility to have a baby?
We do encourage women to go to a health facility, understanding there's an issue of distance. And also, a lot of the deaths that are occurring, many of them are at home. Or they start at home and then the woman dies on her way to a health facility. So had she gone there in the first place, maybe she would have been saved. And so encouraging women and working with communities, increasing awareness, engaging men as well in the conversation to be able to support the women to go to live in a health facility. That is something that, not only Tanzania or Uganda needs, it's the whole of sub-Saharan Africa.
That's right.
And other developing countries, for example in Asia, where maternal mortality is very high. We need people more engaged in that conversation and not necessarily looking at maternal health as a woman's business.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's a global issue.
It's a global issue, but I also want to add, when we talk of health and maternal health and newborn health and adolescent health, it's very easy for one to think of the Ministry of Health and organizations that are in the health sector to be addressing these issues.
WHO.
Absolutely. But going back to that example of a mother being far from a health facility, if you look at how many players or stakeholders are needed to address that problem.
Right.
You have the Ministry of Finance to be able to finance the health sector.
Yes.
You need the Ministry of Transportation to be able to build roads.
That's
you need
right.
water, you need sanitation. So you need other businesses and ministries and departments
Right.
to be able to address some of the issues
Yeah.
that we are dealing with.
So the issue of women's health is everyone's issue.
Absolutely.
It's not just up to women. And the statistics is very, very alarming, especially in developing countries. I'm not sure if you're aware of this incident that happened in Cameroon a couple of years ago where a woman was, it was really nasty. It went global.
I know.
It went viral. Where the sister, they went from hospital to hospital trying to deliver the twins. She was carrying twins. The sister ended up operating her sister,
right at the
dead
hospital.
sister, in front of the hospital grounds to, trying to remove the twins, thinking they were still alive. And the hospital did not offer any assistance. This was like live video that went viral all over the world, and it was appalling. This is just an image of what women are going through in Africa. I mean, it's really crucial and critical that we, not only women, that this issue becomes an issue that we all need to get involved, because women are carrying the generation, the next generation. We are carrying the future. So women's health has to be everybody's concern.
Absolutely.
And that's why you are so special. That's why we are highlighting your work, because you are making a huge difference. You are saving lives. So many women die giving birth. I mean, it's crazy.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And in some, women deliver in very, unhygienic conditions, very despicable. So your work is so special.
Thank you.
That's why we are honoring you in 2018.
Thank you.
So what are we going to see from you this year? The year just started.
The year just started. It started
That's
busy.
Right. Very busy for
very
you.
busy already.
Yes.
We already started. We had our first activity here in Baltimore.
Right.
The program that we do, we focus on children and their moms, of course.
Yes.
Children under 5 years old that are living in shelters. So the program we have is a literacy program that we are in a space with women and their children, and we're promoting and encouraging reading, so that the children, by the time they start school, or if they're already in school, they're reading, the literacy skills are strengthened. So we already started off the year doing work.
Great
and
work.
we have a couple more lined up. We have school supplies for orphans.
Wonderful.
So last year we officially launched a program that takes care of orphans and vulnerable children, understanding that there's so many, number one, due to HIV and other issues that are happening in developing countries in our beautiful Africa, but then also realizing that they are part of the next generation. We cannot be talking about the next generation or trying to advance Africa's well-being if we're not addressing certain parts of that population.
That's right.
And that includes orphans and vulnerable children. And so we have school supplies drives for them. We have different programs happening throughout the year. And I already hinted on a new country, which is Somalia. So it's a fragile country.
Have you been to Somalia before?
I have not, and goodness, I don't know how my family will take it if they heard I was going to go to Somalia. But the beauty of CSI, how we are able to operate and to also expand, is the ability to tap into in-country talent. So we're not necessarily sending in expatriates. We're tapping into in-country talent and potential to be
working
able
with what they have.
Absolutely. Working with what they have and the teams on the ground, implementing the programs that we essentially need.
That's wonderful. And on behalf of my audience, Afro USA TV, we just want to congratulate you, to thank you, and wish that God will continue to bless you, so that you can bless as many women and children around the world, especially in our continent, Africa, and right here where you reside in Baltimore. We thank you very much. And what's your last word for the audience? Where can they reach you? How can they reach you if they want to support you? We have to support CSI. Absolutely. When CSI has an event, we need to support CSI because CSI is doing an amazing work. Yeah, so how can they reach you?
So talking about how to reach us in events and how to support, I want to say 2018 CSI will be 5 years old.
Wonderful.
So we'll be celebrating on April 6th in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Okay. We have the former president of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Jakaya Kikwete, as the confirmed keynote speaker because he's very passionate about maternal health. I had a one-on-one conversation with him and I think it needs many people to have such conversations to really understand the passion that some leaders definitely have. Yes. And Mr. Kikwete definitely is one of those people.
That's
so he's
wonderful.
Our confirmed keynote speaker. Yes. The theme is One Mother, All Mothers Count, Save Mothers of Africa. Yeah. So it'll be in Tanzania. People who are able to attend, that would be fabulous. If not, we do have an option to contribute in terms of donating, making a financial contribution.
So you have a website?
Yes, the website
and people can donate on your website,
absolutely.
Right? Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Tell us what the website is.
childbirthsurvivalinternational.org. You can also Google Childbirth Survival International. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I personally, I'm just on Twitter. And Facebook, but Facebook is not,
I know.
Yeah, so but Twitter is the best way to get a hold of me for more serious conversations.
Yes, that's wonderful.
But and we're very easily reachable. We have teams on the ground that are also reachable. We have teams in Tanzania, in Uganda, South Africa. So we are open and we are transparent, and that's what we want, especially the African diaspora, to really grasp is that for Africa to change, for everyone to rise up, and not just a select few, but for everyone to rise up, we need to start from somewhere. And that starting point is investing in our own.
That's right.
Finding out who's doing what, learning more about
them. Get involved. Yeah.
And I always encourage people to learn first what CSI is doing. For those who are hesitant to contribute financially, first learn what we're doing. So look at the track record and make that comfortable decision to invest your dollars in CSI.
That's wonderful. And also, when I first learned about your organization, I was praying that one day you will go to Cameroon. I know this year is Somalia. This year is Somalia, but I know
you never know.
Cameroon needs you. I'm telling you,
you never know.
When that video hit the internet, we cried for our country. We cried. And women are still suffering. So thank you so much. Take us there. We will.
Thank you.
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching On the Move with Lady Kate, celebrating Great Women 2018. Thank you, Professor Tausi Suedi.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.